Today's webinar is on preparing your business for the holiday season. If this is your first webinar with us, thanks for coming, first of all, but also we've got a lot of cool webinars all the time over at Subscription School. If you're not familiar with Subscription School, I really encourage you to check it out. If you just go to subscriptionschool.com, you'll find a bunch of different resources for running a subscription business. Everything from customer acquisition to packaging to entrepreneurship. We create everything from different guides based on these different topics to videos based on these different topics. A lot of these videos are also recorded webinars from the past, but there are also some unique 60-second sessions and other types of videos that we've made in the past covering different topics. If you're interested in being in more webinars with us, which I hope you are, check out our webinar calendar. We usually do four to six webinars a month. We'll update October shortly, and it covers the whole range of topics, everything from how to launch to get your initial group of subscribers, to holiday promotions, to packaging stuff, all the way down to customer loyalty, rewards program type of topics. Every single thing that we cover at Subscription School, we usually do a webinar on as well too. And if you're just getting started, we've got a lot of cool resources in our resources section of Subscription School. There are a couple different sections here, everything from experts in website development to packaging to tools to run your business, to shipping, to marketing, photography, legal support, financial support. We have a new section for the United Kingdom. We'll be expanding on other international sections soon. And also some free resources. So things to help you with influencer blogger outreach things, product sourcing, how to source products, getting started growth checklist. A lot of cool resources over at Subscription School. And you can also follow along at Subscription School's Facebook page, which is facebook.com/subscription school. You can also get the videos delivered right to your inbox by going to youtube.com/plus subscription school, and you'll get all of our webinars when we produce them delivered right to your email inbox. So I definitely encourage you to subscribe to our channel. And if you really want to get involved, I really encourage you guys to be a part of the Subscription School Facebook group. So the Subscription School Facebook group is a private group, so you have to apply to be allowed in, and it usually only takes a couple minutes for us for each application. But this is full of different entrepreneurs, people working on subscription businesses, people at all different levels, people just starting out, people with 10,000 subscribers, and everywhere in between and beyond even. So if you're looking for community support, you want to get kind of on the ground level of building your idea and offering up examples of the products you're working on, or the advertisements you're working on, or Facebook ads, or packaging stuff, or whatever it might be, your landing page, post it here, and there is a vibrant, super engaged, really, really cool, constructive, all around awesome community of people. And within 1 week of being in this, I'm sure you're going to find that it's really rewarding for both you and your business. So I encourage you to join in the group and get involved with us. I mean, we'd love to hear about your idea, and a lot of people there will definitely do a lot of go above and beyond to help you and give you advice and stuff. If you want to learn more about me, my blog is jesserichardson.com. I write about subscription businesses and entrepreneurship stuff. That's just another way to connect with me if you'd like. And here's some links to that we're kind of talking about here. That's me on the left-hand side. I've been doing subscription commerce since 2011. So about 7 months after Birchbox was founded, I was founding my first subscription company called ConsciousBox. And since then, I've been working in the subscription box space. So doing everything from building these businesses. I've sold a couple of these businesses, and nowadays I work with Cratejoy and Subscription School. And I have a heck of a lot of fun running a business right now that's a subscription business, and also teaching people about the business model and helping them develop their businesses and grow those businesses into really beautiful businesses that are awesome lifestyle businesses, or even beyond. I mean, I've seen people grow their businesses to very, very large companies. So it's been really fun working with Cratejoy and Subscription School. If you're interested in learning more about Cratejoy, and I would definitely encourage it, go to start.cratejoy.com. And you can learn about the program that is Cratejoy. It makes it really easy to start a subscription box business. And if you do have questions about your Cratejoy account currently, maybe you're already using us, there's a knowledge base, which is help.cratejoy.com or forum.cratejoy.com. We can get a lot of answers to your questions about different things. So let's talk about the meat of today's topic. And before I kick this thing off, let me just go through and see if there are any questions. So Camille says, the Facebook group is amazing. They're so helpful. Perfect. And Mika says, are you still on mute? Maybe one or two of you, not everybody. Tell me if you guys can hear me. I shouldn't be on mute, and hopefully you guys can hear me so I don't have to repeat everything I just said. Um, okay, everybody can hear me. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, what are we talking about today? We are talking about holidays and why they matter so much. So, the holidays are important for a couple different reasons, not just from a revenue standpoint, but from an opportunity standpoint. And that's something that I really want to cover and we'll emphasize a lot throughout this webinar. But mostly it's about the different additional revenue opportunities for your business, things related to gifts, bonus boxes, just making the most of traffic. There's things that we're doing in the marketplace at Cratejoy, and there's other things that you can be doing promotion-wise during this time to really capture a lot of extra revenue for your business. And when I say a lot, I mean like a significant amount, like a lot of revenue. This is one of the most important, most significant buying times of the year, and making the most of it can really go a long way for your business, all the way up until next year's holiday season. So, um, you know, why does it matter? So for one, let's just look at Google Trends really quick. And if you don't know what Google Trends is, it's basically Google's algorithm of judging the popularity of a search term over time. So if you go and go to Google Trends right now and you pop in the word subscription box, you're going to get a graph that looks exactly like this. I pulled this off there this morning. So this is the interest over time. And over in the January 1st, 2011 bucket right here, I like to think that that first little peak is me. That's probably not accurate, but that is the kind of the beginning of modern subscription boxes. Ooh, I moved it. And as you look, the trajectory over the next couple of years, you can see it's been gaining in massive popularity over the last couple of years. And more importantly, look at these big spikes. We see these very big spikes each year. And if you put your mouse over on Google Trends, you'll see the month. And since this isn't the mouse over version, I just labeled it here. These are Decembers. This is December 2012, I believe, maybe December 2013, 2014, and 2015. And if you look at December 2015, it's one of the most pronounced spikes yet. And you can see here we're already, at the end of September, we're already heading up in another big trajectory like we've seen these last few years. There's usually a big jump before, and then a little dip down, usually in October, and then come November and December, we get another big spike. So we're in the perfect time right now to be planning what we want to do over the next couple months. And this represents interest by people using the search term on Google. So this is interesting for a couple different reasons. Not only are subscription boxes gaining in popularity, that's interesting, but they have there's a trend each year that shows when a lot of other people are searching for subscription boxes. It's around the holiday season. And there's a couple reasons why. These make great gifts. These are really exciting. It's almost like Christmas every month. So naturally, when it actually is Christmas, people are going to be intrigued to sign up for something like this. The fact that there is this correlation between subscription box search interest and the holiday season is not something to be kind of glossed over. This is a recurring theme on search traffic, and that means that over the next couple months, a lot of new people will be searching for these types of businesses, and you want to make sure that your business is at the front of that search traffic. So why else do the holidays matter? It's not just about subscription boxes. Let's look at a couple different statistics over the last couple of years that I think really drive these next couple months and their importance home for me. Last year, Cyber Monday surpassed $3 billion. That's one day that there were $3 billion in sales online. That is huge. Last holiday season, more shoppers went online than they went to stores over Thanksgiving weekend. So that's the Black Friday weekend. And that's the kickoff to the busiest shopping period of the year. More people went online that weekend than they went into stores that weekend. This is a fundamental change of buying behavior. And that's even indicated for this year through the research firm eMarketer. They just released just a couple days ago. They expect digital sales are going to hit $94.71 billion this Christmas period. And this is huge because it's a milestone. This is going to be the first time that e-commerce's share of total holiday season sales passed the 10% mark of all holiday sales. That's huge. This is going to be the first time ever that 1/10 of all holiday sales are being done through e-commerce stores. This is a new phenomenon. It might be kind of maybe not as interesting or maybe not surprising now in the year 2016. The internet's happening. The internet is growing, sure, but this is this is showing something that's a continuing growth. And it's more pronounced each year after year. So along with this Google Trends, people are going to be interested in subscription boxes. In addition to that, more people are going to be shopping online. That means more people who might be interested in subscription boxes will also be doing searching. I would not be surprised to see an even more pronounced peak this next December. So keep an eye on Google Trends, and let's have a conversation about it in subscription school once that happens. So holidays are important. We get it. Now let's talk about holiday promotions. And before we talk about what I'm going to be talking about with my holiday promotions, I want to ask you guys a question. And that is, have you started working on holiday promotions yet? And I give you three answers here. No, so just nothing. Or yes, you started brainstorming. And yes, you've started implementing. So I want to separate those two because if you started come up with ideas, that I think your head's in the right space. And so, let me know if you guys are already thinking about holiday promotions. And then you could even start implementing them right now. And when I say implementing, maybe you've already started to develop the lead funnels, or you started to develop those landing pages. Maybe they're not public yet, but you've actually started to put them together. And I'll leave this up here for just a couple more seconds. Okay, I'll go ahead and close this poll. It looks like basically everybody's voted. And I'll share these results. So it looks like most of you have started brainstorming, and even some of you have started implementing, and then about a third of you have not started yet. So after this webinar today, you can officially change your answer from no to yes, started brainstorming. Okay, so let's take a look here. It looks like, I just want to see, we got a lot of questions coming in. Perfect. Okay, I'll get to some of these questions at the end. And I forgot to mention that when you ask questions throughout the webinar, feel free to ask as many as you'd like. We usually reserve the last 15 minutes for the Q&A. So if you do ask a question, don't worry about asking it twice. So we got a couple double questions in there so far. Okay, so let's power through this. By about 3:35, I hope that we're done with the content and we can jump into your questions, since I think that's where a lot of the interesting stuff is going to be. Okay, so ideas for holiday promotions. There are tons of promotions to be running during the holidays. Everything from enhancing the gift flow and pushing gifts to more people, to holiday bonus boxes, to getting involved with box guides and box roundups, to email optimization, to website optimization. These are just some examples, and there are things that you can even think of outside of this, maybe giveaways or anything like that, that we can go into a little bit later. But I see these as the 5 kind of core places to focus on promotions for your box during the holidays. The first one is gifting. So gifting should be definitely a top target during the holiday season. Given the amount of traffic that we see around the holidays associated with subscription boxes and gift giving, I think it's a big indicator that a lot of people who are going to be hitting your website, that they may be found through a gift guide or through searching, they're going to be looking for gifts. So you should be paying close attention to how you're marketing gifts, and how you're optimizing people signing up for gifts. So there's a couple ways to think about this going forward. And I like to put this into 3 different buckets here. So I look at existing subscribers, people who already love our box and who want to keep receiving it themselves, but also want to refer that service or give that service to others. The second bucket is unconverted leads, so people who we know about our service, people who sign up through an opt-in or through a giveaway or some other type of lead generation tool that we've been doing earlier in the year. And the third bucket is the new leads and the new prospects. These are the new shoppers, the new people looking for gifts for maybe themselves or maybe for a loved one. So with existing subscribers, this is a big opportunity to create dedicated emails that encourages the gift sale. So one of my favorite things to do during the holidays is to create a campaign, maybe a series of a few different emails, and I have an example of this in the next couple slides here too, that encourages them to give the gift. So for example, the current business I'm working on is an arts and food subscription. So we'll make a really nice email that says, give the gift of prosperity during the holiday season, a nice picture of the box. We'll give them a referral code that they can use, so they can even have the opportunity to get a free box if people sign up through the referral link, or we'll give them a special discount code where they can buy a gift directly through their own account. This one of the nice things about existing subscribers and gifts is Cratejoy makes it really easy for people to manage gifts under their own subscription, and you can have multiple addresses and that different type of thing. So it makes it very easy for people to give gifts through their own accounts. Another idea I think you could work with here is an account login pop-up. So when people log into their account, they're hit with a little gift message. Maybe it's the little bottom right box, or maybe it's an actual pop-up that says, hey, welcome back to your account. It's the holiday season. Now's the perfect time to give somebody a gift. Here's a special coupon code. So with both of these, it's about kind of nurturing this existing subscriber lead and marketing it to them in a way that is like, we know that you love this, and we think it's also would be great for your friends and family, because if you love it, chances are they're going to love it too. So create a unique message around this subscriber base. Figure out how you can create a compelling way to offer up a gift or offer up something to them. Maybe it's an extra bonus in their next box if they give a gift or something like that. Come up with a couple different ideas for promotions around existing subscribers that make them feel valued as a subscriber, but also you plant that seed in their mind that says, hey, that this product is great, and it would make a great gift for someone else like you in your life. Unconverted leads, I think, is a really, really big opportunity, and it's namely because we already know that they know about you. If you can convince them to join in by buying themselves a gift or a friend or family member a gift, it's really compelling at times, because it's a very low commitment. They can try your box now without having to worry about signing up for a subscription. So throughout the last couple of months, you may have been hitting them with emails that said, hey, 10% off your subscription here, free bonus item in your first box here. Join this weekend for this special promotion on your subscription here. Chances are you've probably been hitting them with a lot of subscription-oriented advertising, things that are trying to get them to sign up for a recurring service. During this period, think about how you can create alert around a non-renewing offer. So a non-renewing gift, and giving them, say, hey, you haven't signed up yet. Here's a special code for a one-time gift or a 3-month subscription that does not renew, and that might kind of pique their interest. It might kind of give them a new sense of your product, and give them a little bit more of a push to try something that that we know they're already interested in. So here it can be another dedicated email, something with a special discount. Maybe it's a bonus item. Maybe it's something else. But these existing unconverted leads, this is the time to try to get in front of them again and really start amping up your marketing to them, and really nurturing those leads and pushing them to another purchase. In addition to that, you'll have the new leads, the new prospects. So these are the new shoppers looking for great gifts. When you're getting these people, I would suggest developing a unique funnel for them. So during the next couple months, as you have email pop-ups, and this is something that we'll cover a little bit later too, as you start to capture leads during the holiday season, and you start to see that you're getting lots of traffic, maybe from a gift guide or something like that, you want to focus on creating unique, compelling marketing automations, discounts, partner campaigns that appeal to those types of shoppers. So it might be a new list in your MailChimp account that comes from a certain opt-in or pop-up or some other type of lead generation that you did holiday oriented over these next couple weeks, and treat those people uniquely. Give them special discounts. They don't know about your brand as much as your existing subscribers or your existing unconverted leads do. Push them to your social media channels. Maybe with each one of the emails you sent them, all these emails are holiday or seasonally themed and designed. Give them something that's going to make sense to them, make sense of why they were searching for you in the first place, and reminds them of the reason why they were searching for a subscription box as a gift, either for themselves or for somebody else. And some of these things here, with dedicated emails and extra offers that are non-renewing, we're going to go into more detail in the next couple slides, but I really want to emphasize when you're thinking about gifting over these next couple weeks, think about how you're optimizing your gifting language and the gifting experience for each type of customer, whether it's an existing customer, an existing lead, or a new prospect. Idea 1B is more gifting stuff. So there's a problem with gifts. They don't renew, right? And so to curb this problem, I suggest doing a couple things when you're thinking about gifts. I like to limit your gifts to 3, 6, or 12 months during the holiday season, and even year round, honestly. By doing this, you're going to kind of build in a little bit of lifetime value with these giftees. It also gives them a better chance at experiencing more of your product and falling in love with it in a deeper fashion. So limiting that is totally doable within Cratejoy. You can find it in the help desk, or you can just reach out to us at support@cratejoy.com if you need some help with it. But in addition to that, you want to be collecting the giftee, the person who's receiving the gift, their emails, and developing unique lead, that's what you say, nurture, unique lead nurture and email campaign that takes place after their gift has ended. So during the first couple months of their gift, they're receiving the box, they're receiving their tracking emails. Maybe you do have them on an update list where you're doing sneak peeks. But as soon as that gift ends, you should have a campaign prepared for them. You should have a lead funnel that's been developed, a marketing automation funnel that's been developed that says, oh, sad day, your gift has ended. Here's a special coupon code to start your new subscription. And then, 7 to 10 days after that, hey, just want to remind you about that coupon code. 7 to 10 days after that, something else. Don't forget, this is this cool thing that our brand does, or here's a sneak peek of the next box. But collecting those giftee email addresses and developing a unique lead nurture campaign for them can help convert more of those gifts that don't normally renew after that gift period has ended. Similarly, think about the special promotions and discounts that you can be giving to these people once their trial has ended. It's very difficult for people who receive something as a gift to go on and purchase it for themselves, depending on the price point, depending on how targeted the interest actually was from the gift giver. Maybe they really thought the person would like vegan goods, but they didn't know that November 31st or 30th, they just switched back over to being a normal, meat eater. And so think about where your giftees' headspaces are at the end of the gift session, and think about how you can speak to them in a way that kind of feels like you understand what type of customer they are. So maybe it's a unique trial code. I think that performs really well. Or maybe it's something that's like a special bonus item, or something else. One cool thing I think about doing with giftees after the gift subscription has ended is collect data from them. They're a really unique source of customer. I mean, they are someone who did not sign up for the service themselves. They were referred to it by a friend or family member, so they probably are interested in it. But ask them, what did they like? What didn't they like? What was their favorite item? What was their least favorite item? And then reward them with something from that data collection. Maybe it's a bonus item, maybe it's that discount, something else that makes them feel a part of the experience with your business. And make sure that during the gift trial period, that you are keeping in contact with them, not just inside tracking emails, but you're pushing them to your social media, you're pushing them to your private Facebook group, you're pushing them in different areas to connect with you and see more of your branding on a recurring basis. You're pushing them to post photos of them with the box. So when that trial does end, they kind of feel that longing in their heart, that they want to get that box back and they want to be involved with that community. So be conscientious of this. As you do more of this stuff on this first slide, and you create dedicated emails, and you optimize your gift flow and your gift checkout and your gift messages and all these different things, that you're going to want to be also spending a lot of time thinking about the tail end of that process. When the gift ends, how do we get that customer to re-sign up or renew their subscription? Now the third part of this idea still deals with gifting. It's on the Cratejoy marketplace. So the marketplace at Cratejoy is like the Amazon or the Etsy of subscription boxes. We make it easy for people to discover amazing new subscriptions. And this is going to include gifts. So Gifting 3.0 is now live. If you're a Cratejoy merchant, you've probably been bombarded with my in-app messages and emails. Sorry about that. But the reason why we have so much communication around it is because this is sweet for a couple different reasons. Number one, it's easier than ever now for people to check out for gifts on the marketplace. There's a really cool announcement in the Cratejoy blog. I encourage you to go read. It shows you what the account page is going to look like in the marketplace. They can easily manage their subscriptions there. It's a really, really cool update, so definitely check it out. But with it, with Gifting 3.0, you can offer gifts on the marketplace. And we're going to be pushing a ton of traffic to the Cratejoy marketplace during the holiday season. And by doing that and by putting your gift option on there, that's going to push a lot of traffic in there. It's going to encourage a lot of traffic that's hitting the marketplace to think about your product not just as something for themselves, but as something to give during this holiday season. The other really cool thing about Gifting 3.0 is you can decide, do you want it to always renew, never renew, or do you want the subscriber to decide? And that's what I recommend, is letting the subscriber decide. And if you're wondering what that actually means, this decision you can make, go check out the Gifting 3.0 announcement in the CreateJoy blog. That's just start.cratejoy.com/blog. And if you want to get involved with the marketplace, and you want to get involved in marketplace holiday promotions and gift guides, I can only imagine all of the awesome things that the marketplace team has been brewing up and working on these last couple weeks. Just reach out to us at shop@cratejoy.com, and we will do everything we can to get you involved in some of these promotions. It's going to be a huge opportunity. You can bet that we're going to spend a lot of time capturing some of the search traffic. Okay, so idea number 2 here, it's not gifting anymore. It could still be given as a gift, but this is a kind of a unique opportunity during the holiday season, and it's a holiday bonus box. And I really, really want to encourage this, but I'm going to give you guys some warnings about it too. So holiday bonus boxes are just generally super excellent opportunities to boost your bottom line revenue. A bonus box is a one-time, non-recurring box that's themed around something special. This is not your normal monthly box. So you have boxes, or quarterly, whatever you might be. You have boxes going out, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, etc., etc. In December, in November, you could be sending out 2 boxes. You could be sending out your November box plus your bonus box. In December, you could be sending out your normal box plus more shipments of your bonus box. The cool thing about bonus boxes is, number one, they make great gifts for people. If you have existing subscribers who love your service and they want to give someone kind of a unique experience, maybe it's not the December box. They want to give someone something special. Maybe it's your bonus box, and the bonus box can be marketed in a few different ways. But whether it's your existing subscribers buying it for somebody else, or just being allured by it themselves, you're going to capture more of what's called share of wallet. So by doing a holiday bonus box, you can get current subscribers who are already going to get your December and November boxes to also sign up for another box from you. So they'll receive maybe 2 or 3 boxes from you during the holiday season. This can also be marketed to your existing leads. This can also be marketed to your new leads. As low commitment alternatives to a subscription. So the same way that we market gifts as low commitment alternatives to subscriptions, a bonus box can be too. And a bonus box is really cool because you can choose different items. You can choose a different price point. The box can be bigger, it can be smaller. It can be a different experience that you can test during the holidays that can go a long ways at converting somebody. One of the cool things about holiday bonus boxes is developing special partnerships for it. If you have your normal shipments a couple hundred and you want to do a small run of bonus boxes, you can even reach out to the brand partners and see if they want to donate products. And when they donate products, maybe you're doing special giveaways or special holiday advertisements, or maybe there's something else that you develop around this bonus box experience that makes it not only really cool and engaging for your customers, but also for your brand partners. And it's very simple. The way to do it is just the same thing you do every month already. First, choose a special theme. Maybe it's a holiday, or maybe it's seasonally centric. Then you're going to want to curate a unique set of items. I suggest having this as unique as possible from your normal monthly box. Don't really have any crossover items, and the reason why I don't suggest that is because you want to have your existing subscribers receive it and feel like it was a good purchase. And I mean, I've done probably 6 seasons worth of holiday bonus boxes and probably 4 or 5 other bonus boxes throughout the rest of the months over the years. And when we include crossover products from our monthly box into the bonus box, what I've really learned is keep it at a minimum. And if you do have a crossover, make it one of the lower value items. It's kind of like a filler item. Make sure your holiday bonus boxes and your bonus boxes in general have hero products to them, and it's a unique, uniquely curated experience for existing subscribers, since existing subscribers will buy it. And if they get a bad experience with a holiday bonus box that was maybe 10, 15, 20 bucks more than their normal monthly subscription, it can leave a bad taste in their mouth. So when you're creating these bonus boxes, make it unique, make it compelling. And some optional things that you can do is, like I said, try a new price point. Maybe try some special branding. Have a custom box printed for it. Maybe have custom tissue paper printed for it. Maybe it's a different size box. Put in special inserts, special call to actions. Think about how you can use this as an opportunity to test different things for your business. Maybe you want to launch a mini or a plus size subscription. Here's the time to test those lower or higher price points. If you want to get a sense of how to do this and how to do it well, a buddy of mine and business partner, Jameson Morris, he has a blog, jamesonmorris.com. He just released an article today, actually, called "How to Run a Holiday Bonus Box Promotion," and I've got that pulled up. And I've worked with him in a lot of capacities, and he's mostly been a curator with projects that we've worked on. And so he's done a lot of the footwork behind, choosing items and setting up partnerships and figuring out how to make that content really cool and compelling. And he just published this. And so I was just reading through it. It's a really good guide. It walks through how to create the experience, how to plan out your product sourcing, in terms of scheduling, how to create a landing page and why to create a landing page, and even some promotional stuff around it. So if you just go to jamesonmorris.com, just read it. It's a short guide too. It's not like a crazy heavy lift. It's very straight to the point. And he's got a lot of other great guides too, just how to start subscription businesses, that type of thing. So check out his blog, and I'll help you with a step. Now I want to, like I said, I've got a warning, and I'll leave these examples up here. While we talk through this, kind of the warning around holiday bonus boxes is that they're non-renewing, right? So they're non-renewing, and unlike a gift subscription that's extended by 3, 6, or 12 months, it's a very limited, value associated with that sale. So I don't want to say don't emphasize holiday bonus boxes. I think you absolutely should emphasize bonus boxes, but keep in mind that it's going to be a one-time thing that people are going to get. You're not going to have 3, 6, 12 months runs of bonus boxes. So if you do a holiday bonus box, think about how you can push inside the box for that person who receives it, for them to sign up for a subscription. So special inserts, special calls to actions. Download the list of people who bought the bonus box, hit them with a type form or a Google form, gather feedback from them, give them discounts to sign up for normal subscriptions. When you download that list of people who bought it, make sure you trim the list of people who are already current subscribers, since you don't want to hit them with a bunch of new coupons and discounts and stuff like that. So that's my one little warning with holiday bonus boxes. And here are some examples. Yogi's a Prize bonus box. That's from Jameson Morris. On the right-hand side, you see a Pop Sugar. They have a special edition must-have holiday for him and a holiday for her box each year, which is really cool. So it's just a curated box for him or curated box for her around the holiday season. Maybe scarves, stuff like that, hot chocolate. In the bottom left, you see Escape Monthly. This was a business that I operated actually with that fellow Jameson. It was a vacation in a box, and this actually isn't our holiday bonus box. It was a Valentine's Day bonus box. But you can see here there was a special promotion created for it, chocolate bars and rose petals everywhere. But it's another example of like putting together a curated custom experience. And then here's another one by Citrus Lane. And they used a holiday bonus box as a source of lead gen. So here, it's a bonus offer. Get this free holiday theme box with $40. Join today. Use code Santa15. So I thought that was interesting. I usually don't like to give away free boxes, but for them, it's a child themed box. Citrus Lane is like children's products, and they use this as a lead generation tool for subscriptions. So people had to sign up for a subscription, but when they signed up, they get this holiday bonus box immediately shipped to them. So that's kind of a cool idea around a bonus box feature, and I'm sure that they also upsold this bonus box to their existing members. So my point here with this slide is that this is not an uncommon practice. Holiday bonus boxes have been around for years, and a lot of successful subscription businesses have done them. And the amount of revenue that you can get through a bonus box, depending on how large your client base is, can be in the realms of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. And like I said, a big portion of that could be for people who are already subscribed to your service. So getting an extra 40, 50 bucks from somebody during the holiday season adds a nice little bit of revenue to their lifetime value. So idea 3 here is gift guides and holiday promotional content. So let's take a step back really quick. Outside of the extra revenue you can get through gifts or bonus box sales, there's a big content push going on during this time of year, and you can be involved with it. It's starting right now, actually. It's September, October is when people start planning out their holiday gift guides and start locking up those final spots. This is not something you want to do in November or December. It's something you want to do right now. So a gift guide is just a collection of different cool ideas for gifts, and I probably don't need to explain that. They're also called box roundups in some places. But if you Google subscription box gift guide or subscription box holiday gifts, you'll find dozens and dozens of these. These are great to be involved with. Not last year, but 2 years ago, I had 2 businesses of mine featured in a single BuzzFeed article about holiday gifts. and like featured like 20 different boxes, and I had two businesses that actually ended up in that article, and the amount of sales that we got during the holiday season from that, and even from months onward, because it's just how big BuzzFeed is, was like tremendous. Getting involved with holiday gift guides can push a ton of traffic. The cool thing about gift guides and blogs, whether it's done through a blogger or an influencer, maybe it's a YouTube series, whatever it might be, the cool thing about it is that it is a very acceptable, I want to say, form of holiday promotion from a blogger. I mean, people going on a blog and looking at a gift guide, they have a very specific intent. It's they want to go find something that they're going to buy and give to somebody. It's not like just getting an ad, or having a featured article or sponsored post on some blog just, in the middle of July. This is something that the people who are clicking this link and clicking this gift guide, they're uniquely interested in buying things. They're almost pre-qualified in a way. So I really suggest, building out a list of partners and gift guides to get involved with, and then make sure your box is included. One thing you want to do is obviously determine the cost and then coordinate the reviews with them. And I really emphasize coordinating reviews with them. You've got to double check the timelines here. You want to, and for two reasons. Number one, you want to make sure that they do it on time. I've done a couple gift guides that came out like, December 15th or something like that. And it's just like, you want to make sure that people are publishing these things when they're actually going to be getting a lot of traffic about people buying them. By mid-December, by the second week of December, that gift guide to me is going to be a lower opportunity gift guide than the one that launches in mid-November, because that one in mid-November is going to be up all the way through Christmas. The new one is going to take a longer time to get into search engines and be promoted, and et cetera, et cetera. So double check their timelines. Make sure the blogger or influencer you're working with is on a good timeline and they're going to hit it. And then when you do have a firm commitment for a publishing date, make you spin up some of these other promotions, the bonus boxes, the extra gifting emails, that type of thing. Make sure you spin those things up alongside the publishing dates to make the most of that traffic. One thing you're going to definitely going to want to do, this is just a general tip, is with Google Analytics, make sure that it's set up so you can start to see your referral traffic, if it's going up, if it's going down, and from what sources. So when you have a story hit and you see that there's 150 people on your site active right now, you can maybe open up a live chat and start to talk to some of these people. Make sure that you are making the most of the traffic when it hits your site. And on the right-hand side is just an example of one subscription box is the hottest craze for last-minute Christmas gifts. That was published on December 22nd. At that point, no one can buy a subscription box and get it and receive it by Christmas, given the nature of one-time monthly shipments. That's another reason, real quick, why I think bonus boxes are awesome, because last-minute gifts, you can always send out a bonus box, on December 22nd. Whereas if your monthly shipment went out on December 18th and you sold out, and someone signs up on December 19th, you're kind of out of luck. So with bonus boxes, you kind of get that fluid inventory. Idea number 4 deals with email optimization, and this is something that we kind of touched on a little bit earlier, with having different email campaigns set up for your existing subscribers, your existing leads, and your new leads and your new prospects. And I want to emphasize this just a little bit more and give you guys a really great example. So the general concept is, sure, we might not convert all of our leads upon the first arrival to your website, but that's okay, because one, we can capture them through opt-ins, and two, we can create unique seasonal lead nurturing automations and theme our messages around specific revenue goals. So what you're going to want to do here is during the holiday season, I suggest setting up a new list in MailChimp. If you're going to have a specific kind of email stream for seasonal people, set up a new list, create some unique automations. Those could be, seasonally themed welcome messages, seasonally themed coupons, seasonally themed, call to actions, that type of thing. All through those MailChimp automations. Add cool seasonal and holiday elements, and then add CTAs for bonus boxes and gifts as much as you can. And on the right-hand side here, you can see this is an email I got from Yogi Surprise last year. And number one, I just love Yogi Surprise's design. They just have such clean, cool design, and which is why I want to use it. So if you're listening, Jameson, I'm stealing some of your branding stuff for the purpose of this presentation. But look at this email. I mean, it says, I love the tagline, love yourself and love others with this holiday gift box. The perfect gift for that special yogi friend. Holiday yoga bonus box. Reserve yours today. Extremely limited quantity. Ships out December 16th. There's a couple great things that they did in this email. Number one, really, really compelling incentive. The perfect gift for that special yogi friend. This emphasis on loving yourself and loving others. it really drives home with their niche. It really drives home with their demographic. And because of that, I think the messaging was spot on. I also like the really big white button at the top, reserve yours today. It just pops to me. And I think it matches the branding of the box, even though it's this purple white box. It still kind of blends with these red elements in it. I just feel like this is a very beautiful email. Also, we've got a couple other things. This was sent out to me in early November, and so this was a pre-order email. So he was, Yogi Surprise was selling bonus boxes prior to their shipment. And so in a way, they had a 2 month lead time to sell, X whatever hundreds of boxes or whatever thousands of boxes, whatever it might be. They had a certain timeline that they were generating sales for. So it was almost like they were doing a pre-sale campaign before their bonus box even shipped out, which is really cool because it gives them a lot more flexibility from a revenue standpoint. It gives them a lot more flexibility for a procurement standpoint. It gives them more time to find the items. And the other cool thing here is, look at the second half of the email. We have a ship out date, which is important. You receive 7 full-size yogi-centric items, $90 plus value. So we know it's going to be an awesome gift. And then we can see a little peek inside. We see that there's this, awesome wild carrot rose cream, face cream item in there. There's a holiday spice candle. There's a little bit of a teaser there. If this box costs 30, 40 bucks or something like that, and I see that there are these two, let's just say I'm not really sure, $10 items, I see half the box value in 2 of the 7 items. That's compelling as a gift giver. I want to make sure that the gift I give is cool and that the person's going to like it. One of the problems with subscription boxes is a lot of them are surprise oriented. So by doing a bonus box or using emails to preview things like this, you can preview some items, and that can be more compelling to people who aren't as familiar with the element of surprise with subscription boxes. So I think all around this was a really good example of a type of email you might put into a lead nurturing campaign, or you might have for your existing subscribers or your existing leads. And like I said, I really like the element here of the branding of the box fits well with a holiday brand to it. So a little red box in that, you can see that there's like this nice picture of like holly in the background, a little red bow is put on the box. Very, very simple stuff. You don't have to go all out for your holiday branding and completely redesign your whole email funnel. Like, you can put on very small light email elements or seasonal elements, and it'd be really, really effective. Similarly, you can do this also with your website. So if you are, touching up your emails, make them seasonally oriented, do the same thing with your website. Site optimization should always be your goal, and during the winter season, this is a great opportunity to test new colors, new themes, new opt-ins, and below in the second half, you can see a couple good examples. And generally, the lesson here is add seasonal colors, add seasonal thematic elements, add seasonal opt-ins or pop-ups, and maybe even test some new seasonal lead generation opportunities. So special giveaways, gift alerts, I guess another one here would be even a bonus box. Maybe there's like a banner for a bonus box up at the top. But test different ways for you to drive interest and drive uh, I don't want to say not retention, but keep people on your site. Drive engagement, through theming your site. It's just fun to look at a holiday themed site. Like, the one I thought was really good was Sephora, and I know this is kind of small, so if you kind of squint, you can see on the bottom side here. So you can see here the holiday themed logo. They put a little Christmas ornament as the O in Sephora. I thought that was really cool. They have a gift section in their nav bar, and what they did during the holidays is they circled it in a little red heart. The main picture, the kind of the hero image here, is a gift and holiday oriented editor's picks. So you can see their editor's picks holiday edition. So they were pushing holiday content on the front page. And then look at the seasonal site design. They have that red bow that's kind of tapered across. If you go to Sephora.com, you're going to see basically the same site without the red ribbon, without the editor picks, without the little Christmas ornament, and without the red heart and gifts. None of these things were especially huge changes. But they made the site feel more holiday themed. It made it feel like when I hit the site, it reminds me, oh gosh, Jesse, you got to get a gift for your sister. Or you got to get a gift for your mom. And that I think is part of the goal behind the optimization of the site, is not just making it look good, but making it psychologically push people in the direction you want them to be. By having gifts circled in a little heart, making that icon instead of just a normal JPEG that says gifts, a little heart gifts, that can immediately trigger that memory for the shopper to say, gosh, I got to get this awesome gift. Let's see what they're offering this holiday season. Similarly, if you look on the right, Bath and Body Works, same thing. The holiday logo was rebranded. They had like a green and red and white kind of flashing lights type of logo. Their whole site went green basically. So their footer was green. Their background hero image was green. Their opt-in was green. Like they really took the holiday theming to a much deeper level than I think Sephora did. But I thought it was still really effective. Um, uh, One of the things I liked was the holiday opt-in. And so look at if you read there, so sign up for perfect Christmas alerts. Coming soon, big surprises and major deals for every Christmas wish. Sign up and don't miss out. So I think that's a really good messaging. Christmas alerts. The incentive there isn't a discount. It's not something crazy. It's not a bonus box. It's just the idea of the alert of, hey, there's going to be coming deals and coming discounts for the type of people who love our products, and chances are those types of people. And so by doing that, I thought that that holiday promotion was interesting. I put my email in, and similarly across their site, they had holiday product shots, little pictures of snow piles, special winter-oriented different items that they were showcasing. It did a really good job at making sure that when I hit their site, when I went to Bath and Body Works, I was thinking about the Christmas season. I was thinking about gifts, and I was thinking about how I can make this shopping experience not just about myself, but to someone I've got to buy something for. And that type of site optimization, I think, goes a long way with gifts, with bonus boxes, and with getting people on your newsletter. In addition to that, keep in mind, like this is going to go a long way with them wanting to buy a product for themselves. When they hit the site, and if you've got a bonus box that's all about, loving yourself because this is the perfect complement to your yoga lifestyle, and there's that same messaging that you maybe have around your brand all the time, that it's an extra kind of push in that direction. Hey, it's Christmas, it's the holiday season. This makes the perfect gift for you that keeps on giving because it renews every month. So I think that's another good effort during the holiday season here that you should shoot for. Um, I know that we're about 10 minutes away from our end, but we'll probably go 5 minutes over. So if you got a lot of questions, don't worry. We're going to get through the next two slides here, and then we're going to kick this thing off with Q&A. The holidays aren't all jolly, unfortunately. There's two things to be aware of. One is fraud. Fraud is an ongoing issue. During the holidays, it can be a little bit more pronounced. It's just something that you're going to have to deal with. Cratejoy is really good at catching fraud. You'll see a little notice in your shipment section where there'll be like a little exclamation point. Red is for high risk, orange is for medium risk. And you just want to be diligent. I mean, this isn't like a really like something that you've got to like create a whole operation around, but just look at your transactions. And outside of like normal fraud, just watch the names. Make sure people aren't gaming your promotions. Make sure the same name and address isn't appearing under all these different promos that you did for 25% off a box or something like that. Just be aware that when people are gift giving and during the holiday season, they're also trying to make their dollar stretch as far as possible. So it's just something to be aware of. Make sure that you are diligently looking at people who are using the deep promo codes and buying those bonus boxes and that type of thing. And if you've got to reach out to someone to make sure that's accurate, do so. In addition to that, churn, and this is one of the things I really wanted to cover in this webinar, is the rate of attrition. So at this point, hopefully you guys know what churn is. It's the rate at which people cancel their subscriptions to your business, and generally healthy subscription businesses see around 9% churn. I think that anything up to about 15% isn't too bad. When you're getting up to the 18, 19, 20% or higher, then you're in the red zone. But generally at Cratejoy, we see around a 9% churn as really healthy businesses. During February and March, you're going to see a spike, and it's probably going to be from the holidays. So you might see a 3 to 7% higher churn rate than normal. That's from data that we've looked at over last year's buying period, the kind of the spike we see during a churn during those months. And we over here overwhelmingly for merchants, that's because of the holidays. So let me note really quickly that gift subscriptions are not going to be inherently included in your churn, but this extra churn is going to come from subscriptions that were bought during the holidays, holiday splurging when someone maybe got themselves that subscription but then they didn't want it. Maybe it's from people who meant to order a gift but they accidentally signed up for a subscription. So there'll be some different cases where you're getting churn from, but don't be surprised if you see a couple percent higher, maybe 5%. Your churn goes from 9% to 15%. To 13%, back down to 9% over a 2 or 3 month period. It's very, very, very common. And don't don't let it totally take you by surprise. I would suggest looking back at those accounts and seeing when they signed up, and I would not be surprised if half of them during that time were from the winter months. So to combat this, there's a couple things that you can do. You can have automation set up. Get ready if when February and March come. Maybe make those boxes extra great. Make sure you're spending a little bit more on items those months, and really locking people in past that kind of initial 90-day period when people start to have that buyer remorse, or they start to want to think about how they're going to spend their money elsewhere. Make sure that they have a good couple months. You should always make sure your product is great. I'm not saying don't make sure your product's great for the rest of the year, but be aware that February and March is going to be a time where you're probably going to see higher cancellation rates. So do what you can during that time to insulate yourself from churn, whether that's through automations you have prepared for these new churn customers. Maybe it's special promotions for incoming churn customers. Get your support team oriented around saving subscriptions during the first quarter of 2017, because you're getting a lot of emails about canceling. At this point, what are you waiting for? We covered a lot of stuff here. Now it's time to implement. I want to give you an assignment. It's September 30th, and I don't know how it's already September 30th, but it is. So by October 7th, you should maybe decide on a holiday bonus box, yay or nay. If yay, create a schedule and stick to it. Go read Jameson's article. Like I said, he has a great schedule in there. You want to get ordering done around mid-November. You want to have your shipment go out second week of December. And stick to that schedule. If you're going to develop holiday promotions and email marketing ideas, start developing them now. Keep in mind that during the holidays, you're going to have crunched shipping times. You're not going to want to ship, on December 20th. You're going to want to ship before the 20th of December. So if you're going to develop special holiday promotions, especially email marketing, and you're going to try to capture a lot more revenue, make sure your shipping dates and your procurement dates are all lined up accordingly. You're going to want to optimize lead capture. So think about the special opt-ins. Think about your website. Think about the different automations you'll be making and different emails you'll be curating for people during the holiday season. Get involved with CrateJoy Marketplace gifting. Please go sign up for Gifting 3.0. Please go get on the marketplace. I guarantee you're going to get a nice bump from that channel alone, and all you have to do is spend 15 minutes setting up your marketplace listing, and I'll show you a screenshot of that shortly. And then next up, boost your revenue for the holiday season. If you're wondering about marketplace, this is how you set it up. Just go into your account, go into marketplace on the left hand side. It takes 15 minutes. It's like super easy, like really easy. Just fill in your basic information, your photos, your SEO stuff, your social channels. Fill in your brief description, your headline, your detailed description, and then submit it for approval. It's super simple to do, and I really encourage you guys to do it. So let's do Q&A. I'm going to leave up these action item reminders as we go through this stuff, which is identify extra revenue sources, gifts or bonus boxes, identify press opportunities, optimize your site, your opt-ins, and your emails, and then also get on the CrateJoy Marketplace. Okay, so we have a ton of questions, and so I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible. I'm going to first ask you a question. Have you offered a one-time bonus box before? So this was like the bonus box that we focused on a couple slides ago, and I want to know if you guys have, because I see them occasionally, but I feel like pretty rare. And I think that it's a unique opportunity that not a lot of people take advantage of. And so I'll leave this up here for a couple seconds. And I will start to go through some of these questions. So Sanya, if you did miss a part of it, it is being recorded. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this poll. About 80% of you voted. So wow, this is incredible. 82% of you have not done a one-time bonus box before, and that's out of about 100 people. So that's awesome. I want you guys to test this. I think that if you have the capacity to fill out the schedule and get the products, you might be able to grab a lot of extra revenue, and it could only be maybe for 50 bonus boxes or something like that. It doesn't have to be like a huge operation that commands the same level of engagement and effort from you as your normal box, but consider it. And I'm interested too, if you guys are interested in considering that. Maybe even leave some comments here today if what's keeping you from it. So let's go through these questions. I'm gonna power through these things. I know that we're basically at the end of this webinar, which is one of the reasons why I said this was the first time we're doing this webinar. We'll make it better later. I promise that next one will be a little bit more on schedule. Patricia says, "Are the new boxes coming out soon?" Patricia, shh. Yes, they are. I can't say anything right now, but I promise I have a big update for you guys next week. Um, Patricia's talking about Cratejoy custom shipping boxes. They're custom made boxes by Cratejoy. They're not, you can't customize the boxes, but they are really cool looking, and you can use them. And I will have an update for everybody who's a Cratejoy merchant, and I'll update Subscription School and all of you guys very, very soon. The Facebook group, Michelle, is called Subscription School. So just go to facebook.com/groups/subscription school, and then you'll be able to find the group. It looks like 9 of you guys have already applied, and as soon as we're done with this webinar today, I will go and approve it. So just facebook.com/groups/subscription school, and it'll be a private group that you have to apply to enter. Okay, let's go back. This is Jay from STEM Reads. The Facebook group is Life. Love them. Jay, congratulations, dude, on the pre-launch program, and thank you for that comment about the Facebook group. It is life. Okay, let's move on to that. Patricia, is the marketplace going to be doing holiday opportunities? So Patricia, I probably already answered this question for you with marketplace gifting, but yes. I really encourage you guys, if you want to learn more about the marketplace, go to subscriptionschool.com/videos. And in the video section, you'll see a video called The Marketplace, a Winning Strategy for Your Business. I really encourage you guys to go and watch this. This is more about the Cratejoy Marketplace, what we do, how we make it interesting for you guys, how we make it useful for you. So go watch that. And all of the things that we talked about in that webinar, Patricia, we're going to be implementing similar versions of for the holidays. So special influencer campaigns, special Facebook ad campaigns, special box insider roundups, special collections, all that stuff you're going to get a benefit of if you're part of the marketplace. And like I said, just reach out to us if you want to be involved. If you have yet to launch because you're still in pre-launch, does it make sense to do a holiday promo? Tanya, I'm really glad that you asked this question. If some of you guys are in the pre-launch stage, if you can get a launch date out before the holidays, you'll get a really, really big bump. To ride the wave of this search traffic for your business can be really, really, really rewarding. You can get you a lot more subscribers month one. If you have not launched yet and you do not plan on launching, I don't think that doing a holiday promo box it should be in your wheelhouse. I think that you should just focus on launching as soon as possible. Maybe you can do some special promos though, Tanya. Maybe it's a mention in a gift guide that says, "Hey, this is an up and coming subscription box," or "Hey, this is a special promo that if you sign up for the pre-launch during this period, you get a special bonus in your box," or something like that. There might be some ways that you can incentivize more pre-launch signups during this time, but don't worry about doing like extra products or anything like that. Stephanie says, "Hey Jesse, I'm looking into launching my second box in time for the holidays." Awesome. "Is it better for me to fully launch in November or December? I'm also hesitant to see my renewal for the 15th with possibility of gifts not given until Christmas." And that for the bottom. I just kind of blurred that out. "I'm also hesitant to set my renewal for the 15th with possible gifts not given until Xmas, and that would be for the box sent in January." Stephanie, I would say shoot for November if you can. Make sure your product's great. Make sure everything's perfect, obviously. And mid-November, end of November would be best because that's going to give you a couple weeks before Christmas to get those sales in. For your renewal date, that's a great question. And I think that there's a couple things that you can do. One thing that you can do is either play with that date so it kind of jives a little bit better with the holidays. It kind of sets you up for a whole years of a different schedule. But renewing at the end of the month or something like that would give people the opportunity to have their box shipped 10 days before that, which would be before Christmas. Or what you could do, Stephanie, for people who sign up like a couple days after December 15th, is to just ship their box. Reach out to them and say, "Hey, you missed the deadline for December, but I can still ship you a box. Can you confirm with me that you want it shipped?" Then you go and you mark their product as shipped, and you set the renewal for the immediate next renewal date. So that's a way around that. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Stephanie, but there are ways you can set your renewal date and still ship boxes out to people who sign up one day after. Lindsay says, "Does Cratejoy have the option to implement the account login in pop-up? If so, where would it be found?" Lindsay, that I don't know. I don't think natively we do that. I'm sure that you could do it. You can do anything on Cratejoy just like you can do on anything on basically any type of website builder. But I see Linda also asked this. I would suggest either reaching out to our support team or using your developer. I don't think it's something that's natively offered. This is just an idea of mine to implement in your business, and I don't think that that's something that's going to be just provided from Cratejoy. So. I hope that answers both your questions. Lindsay also asked, will Cratejoy implement any new theme templates that are holiday themed? Ooh, that's a really good idea. Let me ask the team about that. My first assumption would be no, because the themes are always going to be, all the templates are always super customized by our merchants anyways. But I will ask them, maybe there's something that we can do in terms of a drag and drop option, or I don't know, like a holiday countdown clock or something. Lindsay, that's a really good question. I'll make a note of it. How do you get the giftee email? We have the gifter through Cratejoy, but not the giftee. Sarah, that's a great question. I know that I'm not sure if the new version of Gifting 3.0 captures that when they set up their account. But when you are sending them boxes, there's always the opportunity to grab their attention inside the box. So putting call to actions on there, saying something like, review your first box at this link, maybe it's bit.ly.com, bit.ly/gift review. And it's this little review form. And the very first question is, what's your email? So maybe there's a way in the box you can do it. I would have to double check to see if Gifting 3.0 grabs the emails from them. I can't quite remember. I think it sets up a gift account, and which you have access to. I'll have to double check that for you, Sarah, and I can leave a comment about that in the subscription school group, or email you afterwards once I get better questions or a better answer for you. Holly says my box is $99.95 a month. Sweet price point. How would I do the gift, being it is a little high on the price point to sign up for just a 3-month gift? What would you do? Well, Holly, it depends on what your profit margin is. If your cost is $20 a month and you're selling boxes for $100 a month and you're making $80 profit, I would do a big discount. If that's not the case and you have pretty tight margins, then that's the price of your box. It depends on the value proposition. I usually do small discounts for 3, 6, and 12 months. Usually it's like in the realm of 5 to 7.5 to 10%. So not super deep, but a little bit, just enough to make a couple dollar difference each month, which can equate to 15, 20, $30 a year. So I would just suggest looking at your cost of goods and looking at what margin you're comfortable with for a gift like that, and then making the decision on that basis. I would definitely suggest trying to finagle a promotional discount in there if you can. Okay. So how can I set up an affiliate program / link with Blogger or a local business to cross promote each other? Are there apps that do this, and can you recommend any? Yeah, Michelle, there's Share a Sale. I'm going to go ahead and type this in there, Share a Sale. There's Get Ambassador. I think they're just called Ambassador now. And I'll send these to everybody. So those are two. There's a referral program through Cratejoy that you can buy. It's $100 a month that you can give people unique tracking URLs from, and then just track the sales through that. So those are things. And also, if you talk to your affiliates, if they're established, they probably have a program they already work with. So Camille says, so are you saying that gifts should only be for multiple months and not 1 month? That is exactly what I'm saying, Camille. Yep, multi-month gifts. I like doing that because it builds in that retention. I think it builds in the chance also that they're gonna like your product. The reason why multi-month gifts are nice is because once they get 3 months of boxes, they're gonna have a pretty good sense of what your curation's like, and I think that can go a further way of getting them to actually sign up afterwards. Emily says, how do you get email addresses of the giftee? At checkout, I'm getting the gifter's email address, but I really want the giftees. Emily, that was a similar question to Sarah. And so, like I said, I'll look into that. I'll make a note of your name too, and if I get a better answer, I will send it over to you. Otherwise, in the box, pushing them to leave a review, maybe for a bonus item or another discount or something like that, would be one way of doing it. But I have to double check and look into. I have to look into the. Oh, I do not see the info on Gifting 3.0, Holly says. Thank you, Holly, for clarifying that. I'll circle back with both of you, or all three of you, about that question. That's a good question. Thanks for asking it. Jay says, can you explain the cost to be in the marketplace? Jay, I will explain the cost really quickly. The costs are nothing. It's totally free to list in the marketplace. You only get charged when someone checks out for your subscription in the marketplace. If you list on the marketplace And Jesse comes along, and I'm like, oh dang, look at this J box. I love Jay's box. And then I forget about the marketplace, and 2 days later I go to jaysbox.com, and then I check out. You you don't get charged anything. You only get charged a transaction fee that's 10% of the transaction when someone checks out on the marketplace. It's not, you don't get charged any other fees, no listing fees, no other weird hidden fees. It's just 10% per transaction of the subscribers. If you want to learn more about the marketplace, like I said, go to the video section and just watch that other webinar. I did it with Vivek, who is the general manager of the marketplace, and he answers a lot of really good questions about that. Is your holiday bonus box in your store? So Nisa, yes, I would put it in my store. I'd have it as a dedicated store page. For the holiday bonus box, what's the best way to estimate how much product to order? So Heather, that really depends on how big your subscription is. If you've got like a few hundred subscribers or more, I would probably get at least 100 bonus boxes. If you're under 200 subscribers or so, maybe I would do like 50. The nice thing about the holiday bonus box is that it's going to be attractive to both existing and new people. So you're going to sell it to two different types of people. And so it depends on how big your base is. I would estimate that a good number of your current subscribers will buy it, but it really depends. I would say volume wise, look at your current subscriber amount, and you'll probably no more than a few hundred unless you're really big. What's your advice if you're just launching your business in October? What's your advice if you're just launching your business in October? Where do I start? So Nisa, I would say work through all the guides on Subscription School. Make sure your site's optimized. If you're launching in October, you're going to be in a good place to grab a lot of early search traffic because of the nature of the holidays. So just make sure you've got some of the stuff that we talked about today done, and even more than that, just make sure that you've got a good product. I mean, it's going to be your first couple boxes here, so you're going to want to make sure that people are impressed with what they're seeing and they're enjoying the product experience. There's nothing really special I think you need to do other than just keep on pushing forward with your product offering and making sure that it's as good as it can be. And if you can start to implement some of these other holiday promotion ideas, do it. I don't know about your capacity and how much time and resources you have, but I would suggest doing that. So Katie asks, how do you best begin to estimate the amount of product to purchase for both bonus boxes and for just the general uptick in subscription sales? So Katie, we kind of just talked about this with bonus boxes. Based on your subscriber amount, I would probably do between 50 and a couple hundred, depending on how many current subscribers you have. But it is going to be a combination of just making a good assumption and then watching your search traffic. I think that telling your holiday vendors a range and saying, hey, what's the latest date I can order products, trying to push back your shipping dates as close as you can to that, and making sure that you can still ship on time are all good strategies. But it just depends, because it's difficult for me to give a broad answer, because there could be subscriptions that don't see a huge uptick because of they didn't get involved in gift guides. They didn't offer a holiday bonus box. They didn't really do any special holiday promotions. So I don't want to give one answer for everybody who's listening. If you go hard on holiday sales though, I would expect a progressing level of increased traffic and sales throughout November and December. So you're going to it's not like you're going to just one day get 150 orders, right? It's going to be throughout the month. You're going to be seeing that you're getting more and more orders each day. So track that, assume a daily average, and then calculate that daily average out to each one of your shipment dates, and then determine how many shipments you might have. Michelle says, are gift guides free? Totally depends on the blogger, Michelle. Heather asks, how did you get featured in BuzzFeed? I've been featured a few times in BuzzFeed. One time it was through a mutual connection. The other time it was just by luck. So it was really difficult to get featured just by knowing somebody who worked at BuzzFeed. But to do it traditionally, I think you probably have to pay, or you have to make friends with one of their community writers or something like that. I think that that's a very high goal to get. There are a lot of other gift guides that you can get into that aren't BuzzFeed that are going to be successful for you, Heather. How would I get my company on BuzzFeed? I haven't run the process formally, Lindsay, and I just would replicate the answer I just gave. Danny says, is there a credible list of good holiday gift guides? I don't know that there's a list of credible ones. a lot of bloggers do it. Just look at the bloggers who have done it in the past, and it just requires a bit of homework. And I don't think you want to be on a gift guide that has a bunch of other subscription boxes. You want to find people in your niche, in your industry who do gift guides, and then get involved with them there. Will you be having a replay of this webinar? Yeah, Casey, this has been recorded and it will be on Subscription School in the video section. What's the best way to find and be included in a holiday gift guide? How did you get included by BuzzFeed? Okay. So, Joanna, we kind of just mentioned this here too with these last couple answers. Find people in your niche, find bloggers in your niche, or lifestyle YouTubers or influencers in your niche, and ask them. Say, hey, are you doing a gift guide? Maybe it's people you already have a relationship with. Find out if they are, if they're charging for it. For more formal press stuff, I would say sign up for Help a Reporter Out. It's called Haro, Haro, or Help a Reporter Out. You might get some holiday gift guide inquiries through that service. And just running the promotional, running that process and talking to a bunch of people will get you in guides. Kelly, no worries. This has been recorded. So Linda says, does CrateJoy collect the gift recipient's email? Okay, we answered that question already. Is now too soon to start the holiday look on your site and shop? Holly, I think it might be a little bit too soon. I would probably wait for after Halloween. Tracy says, should I make a copy of my site before implementing? Yes, definitely make a backup. Rebecca says, so this is my first box launch for the holiday season. This is more of a pre-launch, I guess you could say, and the normal subscription boxes will launch in January. How to make the Christmas box be the sole feature on my site while still showing customers that the month-to-month subscription is coming in January? This was a similar question, Rebecca, that someone else had. They're launching, but their first subscription is not coming out until after the holidays. Holiday bonus boxes are really, they're really great for existing businesses. If you're doing a subscription box and your first one's shipping in January, I guess my question would be, why isn't it shipping in December? If you can organize a bonus box and ship a bonus box in time, why can't you just launch your subscription in time? You could try it. You'll definitely have to do some special stuff on your site, and you'll have to cancel out it'll be a custom build, and I don't know how to answer that question specifically. I would reach out to CrateJoy support if you're using CrateJoy. We can try to see what we can do, but I would try to launch your subscription before the holidays rather than launch a bonus box, because all those bonus box sales are going to be one time. If it's your first business or your first box going out, it'd be so much better to make those sales into recurring subscribers. Jay, we kind of just answered this one. Would it be a mistake to do a holiday theme for your first ever box? Would that give people an incorrect perception of your typical box? Oh, Jay's, I think Jay's question is a little bit different. It's just about the theme for your first subscription. No, I don't think so. Personally, Jay, I don't do Christmas as my theme. I do December or winter or cozy up to the fireplace. The theme will be not necessarily holiday themed. It'll be seasonally themed. If it makes sense for your box to be holiday themed, I don't think it's going to, make a bad perception, because it's not like the items are going to be vastly different from what you normally include. It's just going to be a theme card, and maybe peppermint is going to be, is a flavor of the products or something, whatever your items might be. I hope that answers your question, Jay. Judy says, thank you for this amazing class. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. This will be our first holiday season. Should we be aware of shipping as well? Since we are small and shipping will be extra busy. Yeah, for shipping, Judy, I would say try to ship a couple days before December 20th, just to make sure that people are getting their boxes in time for Christmas. During November, I don't see very many shipping delays. I use the USPS mainly, but if you usually ship around the 20th, I would say try to ship a couple days before that in December. Can you give us tips specific to those in the pre-launch phase? Anything that we should do differently? Scheduling? Yeah, Laura. So for those of you in the pre-launch phase, and it seems like there's a couple of you guys here, I would say, kind of brainstorm different holiday promotions, different holiday lead gen opportunities. Maybe it's a holiday giveaway, maybe it's a holiday promo code or holiday bonus item that they can get if they that they pre-subscribe during a certain period. Other than that, I think that the holidays are less important for you, because the search traffic of people looking to buy gifts are not looking to sign up and wait for a gift. So I think that the holiday emphasis is less poignant for you in the pre-launch stage. Still important, and you still might get some more traffic because of it. But I think it's, holidays. This stuff that we're talking about today is so much about productizing the holidays. And if you don't even have a product out yet, I think it's kind of lost. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just keep on going. Maybe make a couple special holiday themed or seasonally themed Instagram posts, and et cetera, et cetera. I would say acknowledge the holidays as part of your pre-launch, but you don't really have to like theme your pre-launch page as like a snow theme or something like that. Is it wise to raise the subscription price, the lock-in price for current subscribers for the holidays? Uh, Jennifer, I mean, if you wanted to, um, I wouldn't raise the price just because it's the holidays and there's even more traffic. So I would really like to expand the offerings in my one-time shop for the holidays, says Tina. However, customers get overcharged for shipping when ordering multiple times. Can you come up with a way for us to charge different shipping prices based on whether the item is shipped alone or with another item like Etsy does? I will pass along that feedback. I know that's something that we've been talking about on the team over at CrateJoy. So I will definitely let you know, Tina, if we can get that done before the holidays. I think it's something that we're really trying to work on as quickly as possible. And also check out the AHA board, Tina. We have an AHA board that's also in the subscription school links, where you can suggest ideas and vote on ideas. Kelly says, "How do I set up a one-time gift box that will not renew? Just make it an item in your shop." Kelly. Sarah says, "Can you run two bonus boxes during the season to check out price points?" Absolutely, Sarah. Why not? You can totally do it. Ella says, "How do you feel about holiday boxes that are curated with past items that have been sitting in inventory?" Oh, yeah. Ella, actually, I think that would be a great bonus box for like January. Would be like an end of the year box. Or maybe it's in November, maybe December. Maybe it's like not a holiday themed box. It's like an end of the year type of thing. Like get all of our favorites from this last year. Totally. I've done those before. Absolutely do that. Where it's more of just a collection of past items than a curation of new ones. You can absolutely do that. Do you have to pay separate monthly fees for CrateJoy if you want to start another business? Can the dashboard handle multiple businesses under one login? Tracy, I'm pretty sure you need to have a unique dashboard for each business. You can have multiple subscription products under one business, though. How do you create a pop-up for CTA for subscribers only? Tina, I think we answered this. This was in regards to the login. I think it'd be a custom solution. That's just an idea I had, not something that's suggested necessarily by CrateJoy. You'd have to have a special snippet for an opt-in pasted in your account page in HTML or in your code section of your site. So when people hit that account page, it queries up an opt-in for you. It would require some customization, and I wouldn't suggest doing it unless you're technically experienced. Jay says, "Is it risky to shop around the holidays since you run the risk of delays and damage?" To ship, I think it must have been ship. Is it risky to ship around the holidays? Yeah, Jay, I suggest trying to give yourself a couple extra days for shipping time. Do businesses see a lot of cancellations for renewals that fall the first week of January? Mina, we kind of covered churn. I don't think that it's January as much as I seen for February and March. So it could be different, but I think a lot of the churn usually comes in the February and the March time more than January. January kind of people are kind of still getting gifts, and they might miss the renewal, or they might still like it for one more month. They'll tell themselves, and so I think a lot of the churn comes in February and March from what I've seen from a data standpoint. Mina says, "Would it be a bad idea to skip a box shipment in January due to lower spending to avoid lots of cancellations?" That's an interesting idea, Mina. I'm not sure if it would be a good or a bad idea. I would suggest testing it and then emailing me and letting me know. I have never done that before, and I think the amount of cancellations you might get comparative to the amount of revenue you'll make, I would still send a box in January. Will the gifting marketplace also have the 10%? Yeah, any transactions to the marketplace have that same fee, Kelly. Patricia says, "Is there a new website design on CrateJoy?" I got a call from the head of the marketplace to come back. Yeah, we have a bunch of new templates and a new designer on CrateJoy. That's correct. Casey says, do bonus boxes have to be as large as original? Sorry, I came in at the tail end of the webinar. No worries, Casey. This whole webinar has been recorded too, so you can rewatch it. No, they don't have to be as large. They can be smaller or they can be bigger. I've done bigger, I've done the same size, and I've done smaller all before. It totally depends on what you want to do. Ben says, "So in summary, for those who haven't launched it's best to launch in time for Christmas, but don't focus on any bonus boxes. Yeah, Ben, I think that's the basic kind of summary. If you guys are doing pre-launch and you're going to try to launch before the holidays, I always say focus on your core competency. Focus on your hero product. Get that down, get that knocked out. If you have the capacity to do a bonus box and you've sold out of your one-time box or you think you're going to sell out, maybe that's something that you can do. But a bonus box, I feel like it's easier for an established business to execute that very well than a new business. So if you can't, I mean, don't take my advice as gospel. You can do whatever you want, but I think it would be easiest for me, and when I put myself in that mindset, to just focus on launching a single box. Krista says, my pre-orders open in November with first shipment in January. Is it worth it to rush a shipment for the first month for the holiday? Krista, I don't want to tell you to rush it, but yes, I think I would try to if I were you. Is it feasible to start a new subscription box business around this time? Patricia, right now, getting a pre-launch page up right now or launching a business before mid-November, I think is one of the best times to launch a subscription business. Justin says, I have some inventory I want to unload in contests. What are some good ways to do contests using Facebook ads to get a lot of traction? My box is a healthy breakfast or college students. Yes, Justin, I know exactly what your box is. So, I mean, I would set up, Justin, I don't know what you're using for giveaways currently. I have a blog for Prosperly that is hosted on WordPress, and so I have a subdomain, post.prosperly.com, and I use an app called KingSumo that I use for giveaways, which has compliant giveaway language and captures emails and make sure they're not robots and stuff like that. So I will use that and then have like a promoted post about it. That seems to work really well. Generally, though, Justin, pictures of products, big, beautiful, high-res pictures, seem to do better for me than like link advertisements or anything else. Actually, I was just chatting with James Morris, the guy who wrote the holiday gifting guide, about what's been working for his Facebook ads, and he's been using carousels. So it's like the multi-image Facebook ads. So if you're doing a couple items in your giveaway from your past inventory, Justin, maybe it's like a picture of each item with a little like value marker on it or something like that in a carousel. From what I've heard, that's been working really well for them over at Yogi Surprise. I haven't started testing those yet. I've still been doing photo posts. Those have been working for me really well. But those are just some ideas. I would say get a good app like KingSumo or something else to host the giveaway, and then get a nice way to display the items. Don't do like a text-heavy link post. Do a carousel or do a high-quality photo post. Does anyone offer the option for customers to customize their first shipment date for holiday orders? Daniel, you can't do that with Cratejoy, but like I said, there's some flexibility there. You can mark shipments as shipped and ship them early. You could do bonus boxes that ship as soon as they're ordered. Gift recipients, you can choose when the gift is sent to them and stuff like that. So you do kind of get an option there, but not exactly what you're talking about. Collie says, I would love if they could include a countdown that we could just drop and drag into our shop. I would love that too. Patricia says, should we do surprises or show the customer the themed box? I think doing surprises is cool, but especially for holiday bonus boxes and for gifts, doing sneak peeks I think goes a long way to convince people to sign up. Okay, so it's about 4:27 right now Pacific time. We're about half an hour over. I'm gonna take a couple more of these questions. And I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you guys so much for coming and asking so many questions. This has been an awesome webinar. I'm going to power through these really quickly. How can we optimize our website for SEO during the holidays? More content, Joanna, and get more links. Be part of more holiday guides. Get in more blogs and have Google recognize you more. Nisa says, thank you, as always, you rock. Nisa, thank you, you rock. Dina says, where can we access the recorded webinar at a later date? Go to the video section of Subscription School. It'll be up there on Monday, I promise. What are the key strategies and ideas in reducing churn during the holiday season? Okay, reducing churn. Let's go back to that slide. Have automations, special promotions set up. Know when gifts are ending. Start hitting those people with special discounts. Ask them what they thought about the experience. Make sure your February and March boxes are really awesome. Maybe put in some sneak peek inserts into those boxes. Lots of cool stuff you can do there to curb that churn. How many emails are too many to send out to a buyer a week. I think no more than like 1 or 2 a week, Holly. Do you have to be using Create Your Platform to join the marketplace? Yes, you do. Um, uh, Patricia said, "What is it again, Jess?" I don't think I saw your first question, Patricia. If you can re-ask. Justin says, if my box is for college students, but the main buyers are parents, which type of YouTubers should I target? College YouTubers or parent YouTubers? I would say parent YouTubers. Ben Moore says, if you haven't done a pre-launch yet, do you think it's wise to push to try to launch before Christmas? It depends on what level of preparedness you're at, Ben. That could be 2 different answers for 2 different people. I would try to hit the holidays if you can, but if you think it's going to be too hard, then um, uh, I would just wait. The resource guide you just stated, what was it? The resource guide you just stated. I'm not sure, Patricia. I'm not sure of your question. Sorry. There's subscription school, Jameson's guide on holiday bonus box promotions that I mentioned. Let me know. Kelly says Q4 is a Jerry Maguire of the year. Show me the money. Don't be afraid to launch early. Kelly is right. Thank you for reinforcing that. Any suggestions for a bonus box for subscription to offers handmade skincare? Uh, yeah. I mean, I would say make some peppermint and some clove and some stuff like that. Cinnamon. Make some seasonally scented, seasonally themes. Maybe I can get a lotion bar with Santa Claus's face on it or something. Michelle says, "Thanks, great advice. Thank you so much." Camille asks, Jesse, are you available to ever do a one-on-one with the company to speak about their specific businesses? Yeah, I'm always happy to chat with it. You can email me just through Craigjoy, or you can reach out to me through my blog. I'm always giving people a little bit of advice here and there, and you can always spend time asking me questions. I'm more than happy to be a resource for you. Patricia says you were great, Jess. Thank you, Patricia. Oh, Travis says, are there any spreadsheets or inventory templates out there? Yeah, Travis, under the resources section of Subscription School, there's a couple of them. And if you actually go to my blog and sign up for my newsletter, I send out a brand invitation. So you can get a brand invite that encourages people to be a part of your brand, to be a part of your business. So that's a resource that you can get through my blog. Lots of other good resources here on Subscription School. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mina. Kelly, thank you. And Camille, thank you. That's all the questions we have. It's about 4:31 right now, so we went 1 minute over the amount I wanted to go over. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm going to make this recording live on Subscription School in the next couple of days. If you have questions, comments, feedback, you want to share about what you learned, please post about it in Subscription School and tell everybody how awesome this webinar was so we can get more people here next time. Other than that, have a great weekend and go out there and go get some sales. I'll see you guys all there. Bye.